Hello Star Wars The Old Republic players and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're covering the game update 7.6 that we got a live stream for it last weekend where they told us everything that's coming on this new update, which is pretty jam-packed of stuff. So let's dive right into it. First I want to discuss the storyline. As we mentioned in the past, the storyline is called Galactic Threats and it's going to take us across different planets. The story will take place right after the events of Desperate Defiance, where Shae Vizsla decided to betray the Alliance and her own Mandalorians by going to Darth Maul's prison and freeing him, and they both escaped together. Now everyone is going crazy trying to find out what is going on, where are they. So in this update we're going to pursue for that information. But because we're going to different planets, we're going to pursue different things on each planet. The planets that we are going to are Hoth, Tatooine, Elam, and Ilum. In Elam, for example, we're going back to meeting with Talos Strelok, which we met on the 7.1 update, and he was studying the ruins of Elam after the events where we captured Malgus. So we are going back to him to get an update of what he has found. And now that the holocron is in our hands, maybe we can find out more information. For that investigation, we're gonna have on the Republic side, Arn, the Jedi Knight with cybernetic, and on the Imperial side, Mayor Henri will be returning. She has ranked up in the Imperial military, so now she's working along with Darth Krobus, so she's sent out to help you in these investigations. Along the way, you're also going to meet up with Jakaya and Russ Ordo, who are now taking care of the Mandalorians after Shae Vizsla's betrayal. So you're gonna have to talk with them, investigate, and try to get into some agreements after the mess that Shae Vizsla caused. Also, another Mandalorian joining us is Akavi, and she's here to help us hunt down the rest of the Hidden Chain. Because while all of this is happening, the Hidden Chain is still active out there, and we still haven't stopped Hera Cole. Lastly, Lana Beniko will also be returning in action, so she will be joining us in one of the missions. Very likely the mission that she's coming for is the one in Elam, where the Emperor's fortress that fell in the Battle of Elam, which was the time when Darth Malgus was betraying the Empire way back before he supposedly died and everything. It is possible that we might find out more stuff about his original plans, because he might have learned all about this in the Emperor's fortress. So we're gonna investigate that fortress and see what we find there. Unfortunately, because of how much there is, they announced that the story update itself will not launch with 7.6 launch. In other words, the update will launch early December. However, it will not launch with this story that I'm talking about. The story will come out later because they want to take more time to polish it. But the story is still happening. They're not canceling story, it's just going to take more time. We have some very interesting new things in the Cartel market, including a new type of decoration bundle. This one is called the Remote Trading Outpost bundle, inspired by Galactic's Edge on Star Wars Disney parks. This will include 2 full sets of decorations and 2 mini pets. And the reason that it has 2 full sets of decorations is because the initial setup of decorations will have some quests for you to upgrade these decorations, and they become this new form where you get this. For example, they showed us this really cool bar setup that becomes alive once you finish up the quest. So essentially they're experimenting with something new with this, where you not only are getting decorations, but you're also getting new gameplay additions of things to do. I do think this cantina looks pretty cool. I think ultimately though, for me, it will depend how much the pricing is when it comes out. But as you can see here, here's the list of the amount of decorations in this pack. Is a lot, plus 2 exclusive mini pets on it, which do look pretty cool. On the armor side of things, we have a brand new skeleton crew outfit called the Mysterious Rogue Armor. Now this set I think is pretty cool because it has both a jacket version and a non-jacket version. So if you want something like more casual shirts, instead of having all this big jackets or big stuff going on, if you just really wanted a more casual shirt, this one is a really nice idea that they're trying here. Of course, to accompany all the marketing with Skeleton Crew with this brand new armor set, there's brand new weapon sets, which I think they look pretty cool, and there's brand new hairstyles once again, which I'm so glad, I'm so happy that they keep adding hairstyles in the game. We need all the customizations. They are also introducing a brand new bundle, the Master the Fight bundle, which is similar to the current one we have in that it costs the same amount of price of $99, and it has a similar mount but with some differences to the previous one, where this one you actually have control of being able to activate a temporary boost. But in terms of the overall package of the bundle is 180 days of subscription time, 600 cartel coins per month, and on top of those cartel coins you're gonna get 5,500 cartel coins straight up from the beginning. And another bonus extra is 5 primary and 5 secondary metallic yellow dice, exclusive to the bundle, at least for now. Speaking of dice, they mentioned that they're working on some changes when it comes to dice. They didn't specify how or why, but because of these changes that they're working on, they activated a sale of 50% off in all the dice. So this is available right now and will be for a while. I don't think they established when it ends. So that is it for the cartel market. Some pretty nifty stuff there. They went over dynamic encounters, which I already discussed in my previous video, but on a quick recap is that these are new activities that you will find on the planets, where they are limited time missions that kind of feel like mini life events going on in the planet, and once that timer is over, a new set of missions pop up every time. At least that's how it is on the public test server right now. And these missions can vary from killing a bunch of enemies, rescuing tauntauns, collecting ship parts, mouse droid interactive console missions. There's a bit of everything when it comes to the gameplay of dynamic encounters. But the new thing that we learned from dynamic encounters in this stream is that there's going to be some pretty neat rewards for doing them. There is dynamic encounters called the Hidden Chain Encounters, and these will drop Hidden Chain armor pieces, which is a unique armor set that we see in the story currently for the Hidden Chain. There's no other way to obtain this armor, so it will be earnable this way. There's another unique armor set here. This one also looks pretty neat with this helmet, it's pretty unique. There's also a rare loft cap. It seems that this loft cap might be rarer than the armor set, so we'll see how that goes. But one thing that is not rare is the achievements will reward you with this pretty neat mount. The cool thing about them is that you can ride your pet on this mount. But that's not the coolest mount that's coming into the game. There is a brand new mount that is also inspired by the Skeleton Crew, the TV show coming to Disney Plus, that they're giving away for free starting November 29 to January 4 if you subscribe during those days. And the cool thing about this mount is that not only you can have your pet in the mount, you can also have your companion in the mount. That's a brand new mount feature, and I think that's just really cool and probably my favorite thing of this live stream. And the fact that we can get it as a subscriber reward, it's even more amazing. They also went over the new Lair boss that is called the Propagator Core XR53. You can already try this Lair boss on the public test server. There will be a story mode and a veteran mode, and both can be tested right now. I haven't tried it yet, but initially I heard that it was very difficult on story mode, but they since patched it on the public test server and made it much more accessible for story players difficulty. Of course, a new Lair boss with veteran mode means new challenges, and with this comes new augments. Now, I'll be honest, I'm no expert when it comes to augments, so I'm just gonna post it right here, the images of the details they said on the augments, so you can read up on those right now. But again, it's great that they're adding new things to grind, new things to work on, because I know a lot of players just really want to keep playing the game once they finish with the Galactic season, for example. So these are very nice incentives. Something that I think I already discussed as well is that there's a new PvP Season 7 coming. It will also launch with 7.6. However, the big news for PvP players is that premades are going to be addressed in this update, meaning that 8 people can group up as a team and queue for PvP together. They're removing the premade cap of players in the queue from 8 to 4. They also said that PvP that's under level 80, they're removing the set bonus effects that level 75 gear can have. The reason for that is because if level 75 players are playing against level 50 players, then it's going to be unfair for those players. So again, neat little things to improve the overall PvP experience. Of course, since the update is dropping in December, that means Life Day is also returning with the update. And with the return of Life Day, we have a brand new mount called Tirsa G1F7 mount and the ornate Life Day ropes. Brand new rewards. I think they look pretty nice. Now, another major thing that you probably heard about is that they're doing significant graphical updates. Now, they're doing great graphical updates coming for Elam, Titan, Hoth, and Korriban. And you can briefly see here the showcase of those. I think they look fantastic. I think these are all overall great changes. However, the big change that's causing so much controversy right now in the community of players is the player characters are getting a visual upgrade. I think there's some great things from this update. However, the version that's available now in the public test server apparently has a bug, and because of this bug, the transition isn't going well when you try out your character in the public test server. The biggest issue being that the skin textures look very heavily textured to the point that make you look your character much older. Not only that, but you also get added wrinkles. So maybe your character never had eye bags before, but suddenly when you go to the public test server and try the new graphic change, like, oh, they fortunately addressed this very early on the weekend, saying that there is a bug and they're going to be looking into that situation. So we'll see what happens. Now, another major thing, because yes, there's a lot of major things going on with this update, is a character named Purge. That's right, there will be a character Purge the moment that 7.6 launches. And what do I mean by character name Purge? What I mean is that they're going to tackle inactive names of characters. In order to secure your name still and not lose it, you need to log in before the launch of 7.6. Meaning right now, you need to log in the game if you haven't logged in at all this year. If you already logged in this year with that character, then you're fine. However, you need to do it with every single character. So if you forgot to log in with one, then your name is at risk of being taken. But yeah, those are the major things right now regarding 7.6. It's a lot. They also talk a little bit about a new feature they're working on called Commlink, which will be a way for you to get more lore information from side quests, story, and things like that. They're not meant to replace the big cinematic storyline cutscenes or anything like that. These will be simply communications similar to maybe the mails that we get from companions and things like that. There's going to be a brand new Twitch drop when 7.6 launches, and you're going to have to watch 4 hours of a Twitch stream to get the Vulptilla mount purple. So if you love collecting these mounts, which I think are pretty popular, then all you have to do is watch a stream for 4 hours after 7.6 launches. To wrap it up, they announced the finalists for the best view in Star Wars The Old Republic. I can't go over the entire video because it's pretty lengthy and would stretch this video like crazy, but I'll be putting on the link of description below their official video posting so you can check it out. I thought there were some really nice picks in there, so I'm very excited to see which ones will be the final ones that get that win. And congratulations to all of you that made it to the finalists. Anyway, woo! That's a lot of info, but that's a wrap on everything we learned from the live stream. And stay tuned if I do a public test server video where I showcase you some of the stuff that we can see in game right now of all this. So see you next time.